Let's talk about success in your homeschool. How to have a successful homeschool day. This video is a collaboration. You can be expecting these collaborations to come once a month with Abby over at Rooted in Rest and Jessica at the Waldock Way. These two mamas are homeschool moms. They have created this huge community here of homeschool moms that are all coming together, sharing their thoughts and experience on a specific topic that Jessica and Abby choose. That is the video that's coming to you today. I am speaking on a topic they have chosen, which is how to have a successful homeschool day. The playlist is linked in the description box down below, so do not forget to check that out. See what other mamas are sharing on how to have a successful homeschool day. So the first thing I want to talk about before I share a few different tips here in this video for a successful homeschool day, how do you measure success in your homeschool? That's the very first question. Because some of my ways of having a successful homeschool day are not going to line up because success is measured in so many different ways, okay? Some days, success is we're all functioning, alive, and breathing, and we made it through the day. It is a successful day. Other days, my kids didn't fight for once. For once, my boys did not argue. We didn't have any, fights that we had to separate. It was great. Success might be mastering a concept. Maybe your youngest is having a hard time with subtraction and, borrowing. I don't know, just throwing something out there. And they master that concept. That is success. Some days, success is a day where it has nothing to do with curriculum, nothing to do with books, but it's found outside in nature. Success can be found in so many different areas of our lives. And if you are measuring every ounce of success in your homeschool day by what you accomplish curriculum-wise, there are going to be very few successful homeschool days in your life. I just want to share that piece of information with you because if our eyes and minds are set solely on a successful homeschool day being all the boxes are checked off, we accomplished every single, thing that we had planned for our day. We got all of our art done. We got all of our language, our, whatever you're working on. If that's how you're measuring success in your homeschool, you are going to need to open your eyes a little bit to what success actually is and what it can be, where it can be found, how it can be measured, because it's not just in checking off all the boxes. I got all my curriculum done. We had a successful homeschool day. Yes, those days are successful and those days are amazing, and I know what it feels like when everything just seems to line up. There is success to be found in those tiny little moments as well that may have absolutely nothing to do with your homeschool curriculum. Success is found in so many ways in life. So I want to encourage you that if you are feeling like you're drowning in this homeschool season because nothing is going right when it comes to your curriculum, maybe you're struggling in that way, I want to remind you that success is measured in any and every form around us. So open your eyes a little bit and look for those quiet, still moments of success, and maybe to stop looking at only those big monumental things, because sometimes those small moments of success matter so much more than he figured out how to diagram a sentence, right? Like, what are we working for here? How are we measuring success? So with all that in mind, I encourage you to examine what success means in your home, what success means in your homeschool. How are you measuring that success? So with that being said, here are a few things on a normal, typical homeschool day that I try to do. I'm not perfect. I try to do these things with my children on a daily basis to have a more successful homeschool day, so to speak. I have to get up before my children. That is an absolute requirement. It doesn't always happen, but I'm telling you, on the days that I don't get up before my children, it's chaos from the get-go. So for me, that's something that I try to hold myself to every single day, is getting up before my children. The next thing for a successful homeschool day, for a successful day as an individual, as a mother, as a wife, mentally, spiritually, put your phone on the back burner. Do not start your day with your phone. It is a rabbit trail, a rabbit hole. I'm speaking to myself in this, and this is one of the ways that I try and strive to be intentional in for having a more successful homeschool day. If I wake up and instantly go to my phone, it's a rabbit hole and I'm gonna be sucked down that trail and I'm not gonna be able to get out of it throughout my day. It's going to be so much more difficult to break that habit or to climb out of that hole of social media and whatever it is I'm looking at or doing on my phone. It's so much more difficult to get out of it if I've started my day that way. It is so freeing and so fresh to start your day away from your cell phone, away from technology. It is so much easier to be intentional with every moment of my day when my cell phone gets put on the back burner. So that's motherhood, homeschool life. Every single aspect of my life goes so much more smooth when I do not have a cell phone present. Like I said, that includes homeschooling. That includes the moments that we're sitting at the table in books. That includes the moments that we're sitting snuggled on the couch doing a read aloud. I have to have my cell phone on silence almost 90% of the time because it never ever stops making a noise. And if I'm trying to teach a concept and my phone's going off, I can't handle that. It's overwhelming to me. It's too much. It is a huge distraction that will pull me into this rabbit hole of distraction, truly, that I will lose every intention that I had for that day when I very first woke up. So for me, keeping my cell phone on the back burner, carving out time in my day for those moments where I need to have some time to work, where I need to film a video, or where I need to answer comments or answer emails or get back to, Instagram messages, stuff like that, because I have to do that. So being intentional with my time and setting aside time for that. I am not perfect at this. I am not perfect. Trying to be intentional with the time that is actually spent on my phone, responding to comments, all of those things. I have a much more successful homeschool day when my phone gets put on the back burner and I go about my business before I even touch my cell phone. Putting the list away. For a successful homeschool day, I put the list away. You guys know I take each day as it comes. When I wake up in the morning, I don't typically have, some days I do, but I don't typically have a huge list of to-dos. I don't have a moment-to-moment schedule that we follow. You guys know that if you've been here for any length of time. I take each day as it comes. I take each moment as it comes because for me, that relaxed feel and that freedom has so much life in it. If I have to be a slave to a schedule, you guys, I can't do it. I'm already gonna feel overwhelmed. And to me, mentally, not sticking to a schedule or a moment-to-moment plan of my day, I already feel like I've failed at my day. I truly feel that. Like that's how it works for me. That's why I am moment to moment. That's why I say, okay, boys, you're getting up, you're doing your chores, we're gonna have breakfast, we're gonna do our read aloud while we're at breakfast, and we're just gonna roll with how things go. Some days, we don't get to all of our homeschool curriculum. Some days we alternate. It just depends, and I do it moment to moment because I don't want to suck that life and that joy out of homeschooling for myself or for my children. And I know if I'm going to be a slave to a planner or to a schedule, the first thing that's gonna get lost is the joy. We are going to lose the joy that we have found again in homeschooling. I cannot stick to that. So for me to have a successful homeschool day, I know mentally I have to put my homeschool schedule away. I have to put the routine, I have to put it all away. We have a flow, we know what each day is gonna bring. We know about when we'll start school. I know that I wanna be done by lunch, but it doesn't always work that way. For me, mentally, I have to put the schedule away to have a successful homeschool day. And I know that's totally not probably what you were thinking was gonna come out of my mouth because most of us need that schedule. I don't need that schedule. I don't need that rigorous plan for my homeschool day. If I have it, I'm gonna feel defeated before I even get started. It's like it sucks the life right out of me. Being intentional with each moment with my children, right? It's such a hard thing. It is so hard to not be distracted by anything. My thoughts wander. My mind wanders, all of the things. But if I can focus on being intentional in each moment with my children, being there and being present as they are needing me, I have such a more successful day. And not in the homeschool side of things, you guys. I'm talking parenting. When our children come to us and they're talking to us and we're actively listening and we're participating in the conversation, being intentional in each moment, all of it. So in this season that we are in right now of homeschooling, I am really trying to make homeschooling fun, to make it enjoyable for my kids. And I'm gonna share more about this in a later video, but what I mean by that is trying to do One fun thing every day. And I'm not talking field trip. I'm not talking some big, huge, extravagant trip to a candy store. I don't even know why I said that. We don't even do that. But I'm talking extravagant things. Like in our mind, we think it has to be extravagant and amazing. Spending time with your children, playing a game with your children, baking something they want to bake. When they ask you to do something, put everything down and go do it. Those simple little moments, not always extravagant, right? The same thing with success. We think it has to be crazy, amazing, and only in the books and only in curriculum. Success is not found in that. It's found in everything all around us. The same goes with being intentional. The same goes with making things fun. This all kind of wraps back to one main concept of being present, being intentional, opening our eyes to the whole concept of homeschooling, the freedom in homeschooling, measuring success in our homeschool, right? It's not all about the big, huge moments. Making homeschooling fun isn't about all the crazy, amazing science experiments and field trips and all of these elaborate things that we think we have to do. It's all found in the quiet, still, mundane moments too. So that's the whole point of this video and what I'm trying to share. When we are intentional as moms in every moment of our day, not just homeschooling related, living life with our children, right? Being active in conversations with our children, loving our children, being available to our children when they need us. All of these things come together in homeschooling too, but it's life, filling our children's cups in the areas that they need us to in everyday life. I challenge you to really sit and think about what success means to you and how you measure success in your home. Maybe get out a pen and a piece of paper and jot down some things that come to mind of how you measure success. Maybe at the end of every homeschool day, you can sit down and write down one fun thing you did. You can write down one thing that was a success in your homeschool day. You will notice that the success in your home is measured in so many different ways. They are learning in every single moment around them. Life is happening. Learning is happening in every single moment of your child's lives. So don't just restrict success in your homeschool to the books. Don't restrict success in the curriculum. I encourage you and challenge you, look for success in every moment of your day, not just in your homeschool. If you are distracted, put your phone away. If you are overwhelmed, get rid of your homeschool plan and your moment-to-moment schedule that you have. If you are losing that joy and that peace that you had about homeschooling, do something fun. Aim to do something fun with your children every single day. And it doesn't have to be huge. The little small things, saying yes to your children, creating those moments of laughter and love and just unity in your home that may have absolutely nothing to do with your homeschool books. The curriculum, the scope and sequence, your moment-to-moment planner that you have, in this life that we are living, that we get to live with our children, those things mean nothing. They truly mean nothing. So again, I encourage you, look at how you measure success in your homeschool. How do you define success? I would love to carry this conversation on down in the comment section down below with you moms and just talk about success and how you measure success and things that maybe you had to let go of to find that joy and that peace in your homeschool. Again, maybe distractions that you have, different things like that. Let's chat it up because none of us are alone in this. I know I'm not alone in the things that I struggle with here in our homeschool. There are so many of you that are with me, and a lot of these things are things I am practicing and working on every single day. I do not have it figured out at all. And I try to be intentional, but there are times that I break too, just like everybody else. So excited to get to be a part of this collab and just share some of the things that I'm working through as a homeschool mom as well. I want to remind you there is a link in the description box down below to check out the playlist and see what other moms are saying about this same topic of a successful homeschool day. I have a feeling there are going to be a lot of us that have the same spin on this because success is measured in so many different ways, right? We can maybe be narrow-minded and think that it has to do only with curriculum and getting pages done and completing lesson plans, when in reality, it has nothing to do with that. Yes, there are moments that are good moments and we're like, we did it. But that's not where it stops and that's not where it begins. Thank you all so much for being here. If you are over on Instagram, I encourage you to check us out. We are at Simply Living It. Do you have a friend that is a new homeschool mom? Share our channel with her. I would love to encourage as many of you homeschool moms in this community as I possibly can. This is my passion right now. That's what I'm here for. I love to share, encourage, and love on all of you homeschool moms out there. So I thank you for sticking it out for this video, and I will see you all in our next video. Bye.